Art the Clown is back for another deranged, psychotic, maniacal killing spree at Christmas this time. And straight away, if you enjoyed the first two films, you're automatically going to enjoy Terrifier 3 because it is just as insanely, horrifically gory and violent as the first two films were, but gloriously so. But seriously, the shit that Art the Clown does to his victims in this film, it's indescribable. The practical effects, the makeup, once again, is just absolutely top notch. Some of the best gore I've ever seen in a slasher. And once again, David Howard Thornton as Art the Clown is awesome. I love how darkly funny Art the Clown is, how he'll just be winking and smiling and, you know, dancing around as he's murdering the shit out of you. It just makes him such a memorable slasher and a fun slasher to watch. And he is easily the most, you know, psychotically deranged slasher I've ever seen in a horror film, but that's what makes him awesome. And watching him going around in a Santa outfit is just another level of darkly funny that I loved. Speaking of which, the Christmas setting is also really, really awesome. It's such a jolly backdrop and a great juxtaposition to the horrifying gore and death. I love me some good juxtaposition, and this film pulled it off like a champ. But in that, a part of me kind of wishes the film came out at Christmas time, because coming out of the film I had Christmas stuff in my head, like Silent Night, and the theme song that plays at the end, it's a Terrifier Christmas. But I have to say, the thing that impressed me the most about Terrifier 3 is the filmmaking. Director Damien Leone shot this film on Panavision anamorphic lenses to give it a feel of a vintage John Carpenter film, in his words. I'm not sure about the technical jargon like types of cameras and lenses and whatnot, but whatever Damien Leone did with the filmmaking in this one, it worked so many wonders because it has a graininess to it. The cinematography is much better, there's a lot more dark colours, and it just looks straight up more cinematic compared to the first two films. This entire vibe and aesthetic just elevates the film so much, and it gives it an atmosphere that was kind of lacking in the first two Terrifier films. And it just straight up looks and feels like a slasher from the 1980s to an insanely impressive degree. I was genuinely blown away by the filmmaking of this one. Even the gore effects look more vintage. And it's really, really cool seeing the evolution of the filmmaking across all three films, with Terrifier 1 having a $35,000 budget, and again, kind of looking like an amateur YouTube film, to now Terrifier 3 looking straight up like something out of 1983. And seeing Art the Clown in this film, with this filmmaking and this style of cinematography and the vintage retro look and vibe, it's officially cemented Art the Clown as an iconic horror villain for me. And that's what I mean when I say the filmmaking just elevates everything. Story and character-wise, the film was pretty solid. Sienna has got the survivor's guilt PTSD from the last film, which is not original for a slasher franchise. But again, that's just part of the evolution of this series, with the characterization and the writing getting better and better with each film. But there was something that did quite disappoint me, and I'm not going to spoil it, but there's quite a significant death that occurs, and it happens completely off screen. There's not even a scene where the character is in danger and they're about to die and it just cuts away. It's just right in the middle of a chaotic scene. They just drop, oh, by the way, that character's dead. They died. And I'm just like, whoa, 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 what? Could we not have seen that? So that kind of let me down. And I'm not saying that the script, the writing is the greatest of all time. I'm not saying Terrifier 3 is a magnificent work of art, no pun intended. But this film had a job to do. It being a slasher, it being a horror, and that's to entertain you and to disturb you with the killings, and it ticks all those boxes like an absolute champ. The gore, the blood, the death, the killing is all still really violent, kind of disturbing, but entertaining and effectively so. Art the Clown is still a really entertaining slasher. David Howard Thornton is still awesome as Art the Clown. The Christmas setting is awesome. And again, just that filmmaking, that 80s style, retro look and feel just put this film over so much. And I just really adored this film as a 80s style slasher film. I'm actually wondering if Terrifier 3 might be my favourite slasher that I've ever seen. Could be recency bias with that one, I'll have to think about it, but it's easily my favourite modern day slasher that I've watched. And I'm blown away by how much I kind of loved this film. It's easily the best of the films so far, and if you enjoyed the first two films, and if you're definitely not squeamish, go check it out and have a bloody good time.